All right, guys, we got the largest crash in crypto history. And I mean, global markets are going crazy. It was like $1.4 trillion wiped off the stock market. So what's going on? Should you sell? If you didn't already, maybe I would not. But we're gonna talk about it. So let's get it started. Look, I got a cut off jean shirt, jacket. Let's go. Bringing the 80s back. Wow.
Dome.
Caught again. How you doing?
Good.
How's moving
my stop loss into profit.
Oh, that's exciting. Everybody else, I mean, it was what, over $500 billion liquidated in the last 3 days?
Luckily, I did not get liquidated. Luckily.
Did you have to add?
I did. So last night I closed a few trades in the negative because I was like, I'm not leaving these open all night. And then I added some margin to my Ondo long that I'm DCAing into a long on Ondo. And I added some margin, and I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, and I looked, I was like, whew, and then it bounced. I was able to get some more in I was able to DCA in a little more at, I think it was at like, dang, it was like in the 40s or something like that. It was crazy. But we're pumping now. Just in the past hour, Bitcoin is up 4%. So,
I mean, that's pretty big.
Jim Cramer is a bottom signal.
A whole lot of different. Well, I've got a handful of stories going on. Let me see. What else do we have? Oh, we're going to have Crasher on tomorrow. Johnny. Shout out to Johnny Tran. They are cooking over there at Risk. And I saw that tweet. I don't know if you still have it. Can you pull it up? The partnership tweet. They're going to be having. Yeah, they have a partnership that they are yet to announce, which is crazy because they just announced a huge partnership with Crypto Crow. So what else could it be? Anticipation is killing me. I'll tell you what.
I just bookmarked it, so when I go over all my bookmarks, it'll be in there. It just says partnership, though.
Yeah.
It's very ambiguous. Makes you think,
Yeah, so Johnny, if you have any alpha you want to put it in the chat, well, we might not read it out loud if that's what you prefer, but we'll see it.
It's all everybody else.
Yeah. But so, yeah, we're going to have Crasher on tomorrow. They just had their token sale today. I saw a post from Johnny that he partook in the token sale today for Crasher. I think that they've got some really cool things that they're doing.
I do. Oh, go ahead.
You're able to trade mixed batches and bundles of different kinds of assets for other kind of assets with other people. So I think that that's pretty cool.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I won't sell my one of one for less than 3 sneckies and a dirt bird. You know what I mean? And then so you can bring me 3 sneckies and a dirt bird and some Nike.
I had seen it, so I don't know what's going on with the thing, but I had seen the token sale. And I was like, I need to come back and check this out. And that's perfect that he's coming on tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the token sale lasts a couple days, right?
I was talking to him last night, and he was like, yeah, we were kind of worried. And then all this shit happened. I said, well, then technically you started your token sale at the literal bottom, like the literal last bottom parabolic. So, you know what I mean? I was like, it's not bad. You can only go up from 0.
Oh, and I would like to state for the record, so Saturday, John had Machinist and CMDR on. I was stuck in a freaking traffic jam listening to it most of the time because I had to go down to Phoenix. I freaking hate driving in Phoenix. And I heard something about doing a live stream from a hotel room. And my hotel room is not the spot, bro, to have 20 people. You know, Ken has a 2-room suite, is what I'm hearing.
Okay. So what?
I do
what
have
is it?
I do have a sectional couch. I do have a sectional couch in my room, but it's not going to hold 20 people.
But you think we could fit 6 on a live stream at the same time on the same couch?
Well, that depends on, I mean, it's a sectional couch, but it's a hotel sectional couch. So, but I mean, we can try. I don't care. We can try for sure.
It's pretty adventurous. And you're not worried about the sticky carpets?
No, there better not be any sticky carpets.
All right. Well, yeah, man.
And I'm gonna lock the mini fridge.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's smart. You got a bunch of animals over there at Rare Evo.
Yeah. I'm not paying for a $7 bottle of water. I'll have a cooler with water in it.
Yeah. But no, we were just talking about, doing like a, like the, I'm not even going to say that, but just a bros hangout. Bros and
I'm down.
You know what I mean? Somewhere.
I'm down.
Probably not 20. I mean, maybe we we will have numbers. Everybody we know in crypto is going to be there.
There will be numbers there for sure.
Yeah.
I know. I think John and I, we decided we're going to do something Wednesday real quick, right?
Yes.
So we should get there early afternoon. By the time we check in, get up to my room, get everything set up. It might be about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we'll do a quick live stream for Wednesday night, and then see how it works out. And there's not much going on Thursday, so that would probably be the day. You know what I mean? Get all the knuckleheads together.
Yeah.
It
would be a blast.
We got the opening ceremony, but I don't think that starts till 8.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Honestly, like, it's gonna be weird. Yeah. There are gonna be some long days. I mean, I sleep kind of late here lately, but I mean, I usually, JPEG Boss Mint Party. That's what we're gonna do.
100.
Oh, and everybody that mints in the next 30 have a chance at 500 ADA, a Omen.
No.
What? The next 100.
The next 100 is the 500 ADA.
Yeah.
The next 30 is the Omen.
Yes, but if you were in theory within the next 30, then you're still within the next 100, right?
Right. But I want to make sure. I want to make sure that people don't think we're giving it out after 30 minutes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is there's an opportunity to win some of the stuff that we're giving away, right? So if you're in the next 30, you have a potential chance at the 500. If you're in the next 100, right, you have another chance at the 500. And then also the Omen. We're going to be giving away an Omen. And, I don't know. We might figure out something with the Snecky, depending on how things go. Maybe
the next 10 have a shot at 10 Angel Coin. That's 100 ADA.
100 ADA. So, I mean, it's almost like 1,000 ADA right there, honestly, because you got like 900 straight up ADA worth of prizes here in the next little bit. So if you haven't had enough dry powder, you know what we're building, you believe in the project, pick up a couple more bosses.
And Cardano's at a local low, so I mean, you can't go wrong. And we're pumping right now, so I'm just saying. We dropped all the way down to 28, and we're up to 32.77 now.
Oh, and then Johnny's gonna throw in a baby ape society. That's crazy.
Look at that. Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny.
So we'll say, man, we have to write all this down now. What do we see? Yeah. So We're at 609.
We'll write it down after the stream. We'll go back over it. I have it all up here in the good old noggin. Thank you, Johnny. We appreciate that a lot. But man, the markets have been brutal. Like I said, $1.4 trillion wiped off the stock market, and that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? That doesn't happen like that. And then you also have to look at, I mean, this has been the single biggest crash in crypto in a 3-day period. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of subjective in a sense because the market hasn't been this big until now. You know what I mean?
It's the biggest correction we've had this cycle. 29% correction.
He says 1.8. Was it 1.8 trillion?
Cycle.
Is he saying 1.8 trillion?
Yeah.
Almost 2 trillion? Because it was 1.4 when I looked at it last. Maybe it is 1.8 now. Cascading.
Because the markets were still dumping earlier.
Wait. Do you know what chart I want you to look at, though? The first chart that I want you to look at, I'm going to say it here in private chat.
Because so the NASDAQ dumped 3.6 today, and the Dow Jones down 2.6.
I want you to look at that one that I sent you right there in the private chat.
Oh, yeah.
Through that one up there.
Yeah. That's through the roof. Of course.
Yeah, that's what I want to look at. Look, this is the stuff that I've been talking about forever. This is the reason why I hate the entire way that our fiat system works, right? I saw a bill being pushed by Lindsey Graham a little bit ago where what it was to just do send more war money to war places, right?
Bro, they're all war hawks.
Yeah. It's really easy to want war when you're never going to be the one to fight it and nobody you know is ever going to get sent there.
Right.
You know, and you just sit in your house. And look, Johnny Tran says, love these times. This is where we eat. And this is true. The people that are going to make the most money and do the best this market cycle are the ones that are buying right now. I just don't have any more dry powder. So
I know. But
dipping.
The volatility is awesome because I've been playing these I've been playing the freaking
ranges.
The ranges all day and just stacking. I've already made up. That chart is not parabolic today, sir.
Is it not?
No. You might be thinking of a different company.
What was it? Be Raytheon?
Same sector, different company.
But dang. Rinse and repeat.
Yep, that's right. I've been playing the bounces all day, and we are still holding above 56. That is awesome. I posted a bunch of, I almost swore. I posted a bunch of crap throughout the day about the 7-minute and the 1 hour. And I think the bottom's in. We've hit the bottom of that range. We got a big CME gap above us. It looks like Asia woke up and decided to start buying. You know what I mean? Getting out of the yen. You know, the yen is basically what caused all this. The yen being so strong is what caused all of this. Johnny says the bottom is not in. Okay.
Well, that was what I was going to ask about the chart because Burgess was saying we're doing like an M pattern to the downside.
A dead cat bounce. A lot of people think we're doing a dead cat bounce.
Yeah.
You know.
Relief rallies, yeah.
Relief rally, yeah.
Are you prepared for that if that's the case?
I'm always prepared. My hodl bags, I don't care what they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if I can trade the volatility, then yeah, I mean, money's made in the volatility, bro.
Yeah.
You know? So
you need movement to make that money.
Yeah. Sideways action sucks. You know? It only sucks if you get caught in a long or a short and it goes the other way. And you just gotta, it's hard sometimes to cut your losses. Super hard. You know, but sometimes you just got to cut those losses and you can always make it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so
I don't think we're going back down there.
yeah, Crypto King says we hit 48, but we see 60K first.
See, when the whole market is saying that, that's usually when it does the opposite. But I mean, I'm not out of the realm of possibilities. I'm just looking at the pattern.
Yeah, we still need Johnny to come on and do some TA for us.
Let's, as a matter of fact, let's
go into the market watch.
Yeah, everybody make sure you are following at JPEG Empire, at the _John Carter, at Desert _Crypto, at the Seji3, at Chinvat Bridge. Also, do us a favor, hit that like, subscribe, share it with your friend. If you're on Twitter, leave a comment, retweet, tag some DGens, get some more people in here. You would think there'd be more people in here with the state of the market, or everybody's just giving up. Because we've had...
I'm leaving crypto. I'm selling all my bags.
Right. The title is good, yet we only have 38 people in here, which is kind of weird for the state of the market. Unless somebody bigger is on right now. Unless George or Crypto Lifer or somebody's on. We had like 5,000 people in Crypto Lifer's stream earlier today. He never has that many people. So, unless they are looking for a more professional take on what's going on in the market.
Well, let's see what's going on. Give us the take.
Right. Oh, I didn't even bring up. Hold on. I got to bring up CoinGecko. I haven't even looked at it yet. There we go. All right. So let's bring up CoinGecko. Let's get the latest data. I mean, we're still over 2 trillion. So that's good. You know what I mean? Market's down 2.8% on the 24-hour. Look at this freaking volume. 308 billion in volume. That's damn near triple the volume, the most volume we've had in the past, probably since we started doing this live stream and doing market updates. Bitcoin dominance shot up to 53.4. Ethereum has tanked down to 14.7, and 6Gwei will send you a transaction. But man, the market must be going crazy. My phone is just going crazy with notifications. We got Bitcoin coming in at 56, so we have bounced. We're at 56,132, up 2.5% on the 24-hour. We got Ethereum coming in at 25.45, up 8%. BNB at 489, up 5.8%. Solana up 6.7. Why did you take my screen off? I can't show market update.
That was not intentional.
Huh?
That was not intentional. I hit it on the bottom. I didn't realize.
Solana at 140, up 6.7. XRP at 51, up 6.1. Dogecoin at 10 cents, up 5.9. Toncoin still down. The only one down in the top 10 at 550. And Cardano coming in at 33 cents, up 4.2. Biggest gainers on the day are going to be Brett, 27.6. Damn. Mantle's up 26.
What's Sui at right now?
Last I looked, it was at like 53 cents. I'll check it here in a second. Yeah, 53 cents.
Really?
I'll check it here in a second.
I want to buy some of that then.
Oh, I think that's a great buy right now. That'd be a great buy.
Yeah. Because I was looking at it
Cancer at 25.9, Ondo at 18.2, KuCoin shares at 6.6. I don't know why that got stuck in there. That's kind of weird. Helium up 15.6. A lot of double-digit gainers. Oh, there we go. There's Sui right there. Where'd it go? Oh, wow. It's pumped. 58 cents. When I looked at this morning, I was moving some stuff around and I picked some up this morning. It was at 53. So up 10% on the day. All right, biggest losers. All right, the biggest loser is a stable coin, down 3.6%. Then Toncoin, not very many losers. We are seeing a good recovery. Some would say a dead cat bounce or a relief rally. So let's see. Let's go into the chart. This, what happened? So this is Lockheed Martin right here. This is what John wanted me to bring up. Oh, this is the 15-minute. That's why. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, this is what John was talking about right here.
See, I told you. This is what these warmongers want. And then we have these senators and these congressmen that are all freaking invested in these freaking companies. So, of course, they're going to pass legislation that gets us into more wars overseas.
It's super oversold right now, though. Look how far it is away from the 21. You got it rolling down, red dot. Let's turn on, let's see, market cipher A. So, no blood diamonds or anything like that. So, but we are definitely, it's going to be coming back down. But yeah, look at that. So that is let's see, from Tuesday the 23rd to even the bottom of today's wick is up 11%. That's a massive move in the stock market.
It's crazy for TradFi.
Yeah, that is a massive move. So let's go look at Big Papa. We get rid of, let me get rid of market cipher. Come on, man. Get over there. All right. So we are on the daily. Huh?
Many millionaires will be born this cycle.
Oh, yes. In this dip.
Yeah.
All right. So this is your overall pattern right here. You can see bouncing around. Boom, bottom fell out. We wicked through the bottom all the way down to 49. Well, here, let's go on the candle. The low was 48,910, and we bounced right back up in. We are back inside the pattern. We have this nice CME gap above us now. You know what I mean? So this one is filled. Boom. We've done filled that CME gap. That one got filled up there. And we now have this CME gap above us. Let's go down. So the 12-hour, we are getting the big green dot on the 12-hour. You can see we were extremely oversold on the RSI right there. We have the VWAP coming back up. We have the big green dot. Money flow is curving to the down, though. So the money flow is leaving. But, I mean, beautiful freaking breakthrough, pop back up in. It could be a dead cat bounce. We do have a lot. We have some resistance right there at 57. We were able to break 56. And I think we got up to 56,125 just a little bit ago. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you guys look at these numbers right here, all these gains right here are in the past hour and 25 minutes. These are not 24-hour gains right here. These are just the past, just since the market, the new day started. So everything is pumping right now. Apparently Asia woke up and decided to be bullish. Let's go down a little bit. every time frame, we're getting double green dots on all the time frames. 8 hour, 6 hour, 4 hour, 3, all the way down. So this is what I've been watching today. I've been watching the 1 hour and the 7 minute. And I put out some tweets earlier that we were struggling right here at the 21 and we needed to get back above that 21. You can see, boom, this is the overall trend line right here, the bottom of that pattern on the daily. We were able to get back in it. We bopped our head, come back down, retested, and now we are breaking above. Next resistance is going to be the 50 up here. And if you look at the money flow is not looking too bad. We're getting a little bit of upward turn right there. Let's come down here to the 15. Okay, so we look at the money flow on the 15. This is what I wanted to show you. See all this red, how we've been in the red most of the time. This goes all the way back to the 29th. And you can see that we are now starting to come back up, and we just peaked inside the green right there. So money flow on the 15 is looking good. These lower time frames are going to dictate the market, are going to dictate the larger overall market. And we might be starting to flag out right here again, waiting for this 21 to come up. As you can see, break the 21, come up, retest, break back through it, retest. You're always going to want to come back. It don't matter what time frame you're on. You're always going to want to come back to the 21. Okay. Now the next thing would be to retest this 200, get above the 200. And then this is where I've been trading all day, is the 7 minute. I've been playing this 200. So we broke above, broke down, short, boom, break above, nice bullish cross. All of your indicators. Oh, they can't bounce. This is just a relief rally to the upside, which is temporary, nothing more. Wave 4 needs to be completed before we enter wave 5 to all-time high. Well, the article we read the other day, sir, said we were in wave 3. Tell them, unforgettable. Tell them. So down here on the 7 minute, let's come down. We are getting a little red dot. So, I mean, this is what I could see.
He said weekly time
flag. What's that?
He's saying weekly.
On the weekly. Oh, okay. So you can see we're probably gonna start to flag out a little bit. Let this 21 come up here a little more on the 7 minute. But everything I've pulled today is pushing us towards 60,000. All these little flags, everything. So personally, I think the bottom is in. Could we go back down and retest? Of course we could. Just my overall feeling. Because look, now we have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4. Okay. So, I mean, the local bottom. Can we bounce up to the top here and then just come right back down? Of course we can. You know what I mean? We would still be we could come in and say we touch right here. It's still a lower high. You know what I mean? We keep putting in lower lows. Let me get that down a little bit.
At the end of the day, we could go up, we could go down.
But either way, it's exactly as I predicted.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters.
Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Let's see what the money on the daily is doing. So the money on the daily is still curving down. Actually, it looks like it's flattening out a little bit. And you got the VWAP coming up. You got the VWAP coming up. You got the money flow starting to flatten out a little bit. Let's go out to the weekly. So here's your weekly right here. I don't know. Where are you taking wave 4 from on the weekly? Are you going? So is this? Is that how you're looking at that, Johnny? So we're down to the 382 right there. And then pull the extension to here. Whoops. We went well above the 168 though. So I'm not sure what he's looking at. Let's look at this retracement.
I don't know. Let's see. He said on X. His chart on X. All right. I'm going to find that real quick.
So this would be if this. So this is the bottom of the wave on the weekly, and we come up. We've hit the 382. Get rid of this other stuff I got going on here.
All right. I'm going to share. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's this one. This is what he's looking at. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Down here.
Oh, he's on the. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, but I thought Elliott wave is wave 4 comes down to the 382.
Or maybe it's this
from wave 3. And that would put it right here because we've already hit the 382. We would be at the bottom of wave 4. I mean, once again, I'm not real knowledgeable on Elliott wave, but what I've looked at has been your first wave usually come down to the 0.5. Your second wave, wave 3. That wasn't even showing my screen.
Yeah, now.
So the first wave, you go and you come down to 0.5. And then you have wave 3. And wave 3 retraces to the 382. And that's where we're at right now. And then from there, pull your extension, go from wick to wick, come across, and it brings us to 111,000. Fifth subwave is truncated. Okay. Okay, so he's got subwaves in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm looking at this different. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. So it's 2 waves. It's 1 wave inside the other wave. I don't know. I'll have to look into it more to be able to understand it. I'm not going to be able to understand it just reading Johnny's comments in chat. I'm going to have to actually sit down and read into it a little more. All right, so that's where we're at with Bitcoin. Once again, we could go down, we could go up, but I think the bottom's in. I mean, let me get rid of all of this stuff I've put on here. Okay. And let's just look at the pattern. So looking at the pattern, we've already, you know what I mean? We come through, we touch. Even on the weekly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6, 7 touches on top. And then you got the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom. You know, going off the pattern, it would say we at least come up and touch somewhere up here, 68, you know, something like that. And then we could come back down because we would extend this out, you know, and we could come back down here into the 49, you know, 49 range, and then wick through like we did on this, you know, we wick through down to the 44 even. There is a lot of support on the weekly at 43.9. So I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibilities, but there is a lot of resistance right here at 44. So, but let's go. Everybody wants to see Cardano, I'm sure.
Nah, it's going to 0. No interest.
Only thing. Me too, bro. Me too. Let's go out to the daily on Cardano. And there's really nothing inspiring about what's going on Cardano right now on the daily. We are starting to... No reason to do TAM stable. Well, it's not exactly a stable coin. We did have a big drop, you know. But I don't know. When we looked over here on the biggest losers, the stable coin's down. Oh, now it's only down 0.9, but it was down a lot more. So let's see here. Let's draw. That might be an overall pattern right there. I wouldn't draw it from there, I guess. We'd have more touches right in this area. To that wick. I'm still not sure how I like drawing trends on wicks. I usually like the bodies. You know what I mean? Because the wicks are like an anomaly. But so this would be the daily. And we got all these touches. Boom, boom, boom. You can see we wick through it a couple times. But there is a lot going on right there when you look at all those touches. Let's see here. But Cardano is just, bro, it's just been lackluster. You know, we're well below the 200 on the daily. It does look like we're starting to peak out right here. Money flow could be flattening out, VWAP coming up. So, I mean, I guess that's good. Let's go down to a smaller time frame and see what's going on. Now that I agree with. I agree with that. My target is 120 to 140. If we hit 115, depending on the date, is probably when I'll start pulling stuff out of the market. You know, certain coins.
I think pulled. I think you drew like something on BTC the other day, and it went to 126. It was like 126 or 129.
That was that article we read about the Elliott wave theory.
Yeah.
It said it was going to 126.
Yeah. No, I just think that
Uh,
that's a fantastic coincidence. You know what I mean? That
mean,
was
if we,
we're talking anyway.
yeah, I guess nobody really. Do you guys really care about Cardano? Even though most of our people are Cardano people.
Wait, you don't want to chart it?
I don't know. Cardano's so boring, bro. So boring. We are getting a double green dot on the 4 hour. Money flow starting to curve back up. VWAP is at the top. That might come back down a little bit.
Here's a question for Johnny. How far up does Ada say it's going to go with Elliott wave theory, right? On the weekly.
On the weekly, we're in a massive freaking correction, bro.
Dang, you think we go to 8 cents?
Who said that?
No, I'm just messing with you.
I would say, holy shit.
There's a Lamborghini.
If we want to look at the weekly on Cardano, I'm selling every altcoin once Bitcoin hits all-time high. Really? As in, oh yeah. You mean the all-time high, not 74,000. Yeah. So you're thinking super cycle. Seems like Johnny's thinking super cycle. So let's see. I put out some hopium the other day. So let's go to the fib. So let's go from the bottom to the top. And at the time when I put it out, we had just hit the 786. But we have fallen right through the 786. So we're in like bearish territory. A chart daddy Bitcoin. It is the best. It is the best one to chart. The only time I really chart anything else is if I'm like trading, if I'm messing around, doing some like the Ondo and everything like that. So let's see here. Let's look at this though. So we're in this falling wedge on the weekly. And if we pull this and say our breakout point is about here in November, we break out of this, that only takes us to $1.30, bro. You see that?
Yeah.
That's not a good look. You know, we go down to the daily. Let's get rid of that. And we look at the daily right here. That's still, you know what I mean? It's just not a good look for Cardano. Now that I look at this more and more, I am more concerned that that we're gonna hit freaking all-time high. I'm bullish on Cardano's tech and infrastructure. I'm not super bullish on the price action this cycle. But Cardano's a late bloomer. You know what I mean? Look, if we look back in the charts, let's go back to the weekly. See, this is on MEXC. I might not be able to go back far enough. So we hit our all-time high on August 30th. And that all-time high was $3.11 on MEXC, that is. You know what I mean? You see it pumped. It didn't start till November 20.
So August 30th, probably of next year, then you're saying?
It could be. You know, one thing that to me that Cardano does have going for it is as far as all-time highs is that it was one of the only coins that actually put in a second all-time high. A lot of these coins, when Bitcoin hit a second all-time high, didn't put in a second all-time high. And that showed, it shows lack of interest to me. Not necessarily weakness of project, but lack of interest. So let's see what's going on here. I wonder if my stop loss got stopped out or not. I don't know if we wicked down far enough. Don't mind me, just checking a trade. Low 55,405. Yeah, I got stopped out. That's all right. We look for the next trade. Rather get stopped out in profit. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's debatable. as I'm wearing a Cardano shirt.
Let me share some things. So one of the things that was crazy when I woke up this morning was this. Robinhood stopped their 24-hour markets execution, right? So they've suspended their overnight trading for tonight. And then this is also along with Fidelity, E-Trades, and a whole bunch of other stock exchanges because they want to make sure that retail cannot sell their bags on top of their head. Meanwhile, they sell their bags on retail's heads while the market's closed.
Well, it's the same thing they were accused of during the GME thing. It was Robinhood and what's the capital, the company that backs Robinhood? They're
it was what is it?
Not
it's
Sequoia
Citadel.
Capital.
Citadel.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's the same shit they were accused of back then, you know? There's a reason the stock market has a circuit breaker.
Yep.
Like literally a circuit breaker that stops everything. They don't want people jumping off high rises like in 1927, I guess.
Yeah, I hate this article, but I wanted to bring it up just because I thought it was interesting. So top 2 cryptocurrencies to watch in August by Venadusa D'Souza. Okay. So what do you think that these 2 cryptos to watch in August are?
Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Even better than that. Of course, we got Daddy Bitcoin.
Right.
But the second one is SHIB.
Oh, yeah, that's just his bias.
Shiba Inu has always moved in tandem whenever Bitcoin rises in price. On the heels of the Bitcoin halving early this year, Shiba Inu skyrocketed 280% in March 2024 alone. Therefore, if Bitcoin achieves 68,000 this month, then SHIB could also catapult 20 to 30% in the indices. Interesting choice. I was surprised by it. And then here was about the crypto sell-off, how it wiped out 367 billion in value as Bitcoin and Ether surge, or plunge, just kidding, plunge, right? But this is what we've been talking about. We now know that it is a lot more than that, and that it's over 500 billion now. But like, this is crazy. I mean, this was, let's see, updated 3 hours ago. So this was way earlier in the day. I think this is healthy. I think we have to flush out the leverage in the market, and that's how we get to these all-time highs. And then what I was saying earlier today, here it is, right? This is the $800 billion plunge, largest 3-day wipeout for crypto in a year, is that we as individuals don't have $500 billion. So there were a lot of big money that was actually liquidated in this event. And that's kind of bullish because that means that these big players have just been taken out of the market, right? And they are going to have to get back in, right? So they will. And then that's bullish for us, right? It means that they're going to come back. So we see 500 billion in losses at this price. So you should load up your bags. because then they'll be buying at the price that they can afford to buy at, right? Or the price that they deserve to buy at afterwards. Let me see, Ed. Oh my God. I'm so yawny today. But in regards to Johnny's comment about XRP, there are some bullish things about XRP that I'm going to talk about. But I wanted to go over this. I thought this was crazy. Yeah, we talked about this a little bit, but this story about RFK dumping a dead bear in New York Central Park. And this happened ages and ages ago, like, I don't know, like decades ago. And it was actually on the news everywhere, and they were trying to figure out what happened, how this dead baby bear made it to the park, a 44-pound bear. And it was RFK. And he explains the story, and it's a whole bunch of nonsense that might have made sense decades ago, but it's just funny that this is the thing. And this was all to avoid a $250 fine decades ago.
Wow.
But anyways, I thought it was funny. I thought it was interesting. And then let's see about XRP. Oh no. My computer's having a time. But this is what it is. JP Morgan Chase to accept XRP for credit card and mortgage payments. And this just in, fun fact, one of the people that is an advisor and campaigning for Kamala Harris is one of the CEOs, one of the members of XRP. And so this is bullish in a certain sense. But I have my like dark mirror take, Black Mirror take on what's happening here and why XRP would be joining the cabinet for Kamala Harris and all that. So what do you think it is? Can you still see me, by the way?
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh, that's funny. I just show a little black box. But so what happened is...
Oh, you're frozen.
Yeah, I'm frozen. So there we go.
Yeah.
I'll leave and I'll come back here in a minute. But what it is that we know that all this stuff is happening, all this economic pressure is going on right now that is pretty wild, right? We know we have all this global uncertainty, all of these issues going on in Israel and all over the world, global wars going on. So what I've been thinking is the state of the U.S. market, we're going to need, and they're probably going to push for stimulus checks.
You're not showing anything.
I'm not showing it.
You're still showing JP Morgan.
Yeah. That's what I'm planning on. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
Everybody is gonna need stimulus checks. What quicker and faster way can they pump the economy full of fake money and get it to all the individuals than CBDC on the XRPL, which we already know that they're doing in Europe and all these other places. So this is my hot take. I think that these are the foreshadowing of that inevitability of CBDCs. Regardless of how you feel about them, you're going to accept it when that's how your stimulus check is received. Right.
Well, why are they going to give out stimulus checks?
I mean, because the market's going to be awful and they need to win an election, or after the election, when the market tumbles even worse, they're going to have to make everybody happy. So they're just going to print money and give people stimmy checks for sure.
No.
You don't think so?
Definitely not.
You don't think stimmy checks are happening?
No.
Dude, I'm telling you,
No.
I believe there's going to be stimulus.
The only reason stimulus checks went out last time is because people couldn't work.
Yeah.
If people can still work, then they're not going to give out stimulus checks.
Dude.
Bro, in all of my 45 years, the government has never given out stimulus checks except for during COVID. And we've been in a lot worse positions than we are right now.
Dude, I'm telling you.
2008 housing bubble collapsed, destroyed an entire market. Banks collapsed left and right, Lehman Brothers, people getting kicked out of their homes, people losing their jobs, no work, no nothing, no stimmy check. The 80s, inflation, 12, 13% for freaking a house. no stimmy checks. No, they're not going to give out stimulus checks.
Dude,
There's no way.
I'm telling you, I think that's how they're gonna assuage the people.
Black Swan, and we have another, pandemic, or we have freaking World War III or something like that. Then yeah, maybe. And I do agree. I let me put it this way. I agree that if they do give out stimulus checks, that yes, that is how they will backdoor us with CBDCs.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think I agree with 100%.
I believe that the stage is being set for that situation. Oh, we didn't expect this to happen. We just have all of the infrastructure ready in case it did,
Well, if that happens, the market's going in the tank. And I don't think they're going to allow that to happen.
They wiped off almost $2 trillion today.
It did. It did. But we're coming on an election. I think you'll see quantitative easing. Yeah. I think 50 bip decrease is written into the cards now. There's no way they can get around it now. But actual stimulus checks, I don't think so. I just, they'll pump money into the market before they give it to individual people.
All right, if they do stimmy checks, let's say before the end of this bull run, okay? Mm-hmm. If they do stimmy checks before the end of this bull run, you got to come on here, make one of those sad videos and be like, I was wrong.
I didn't even get a freaking, I didn't even get the first stimulus check.
That's crazy. Why not?
Yeah. Multiple reasons why I didn't get one, but
damn.
That I'm not going to go into on a recorded live stream.
That's totally fine. No worries. But I mean, yeah, I don't really have too much else. That's all I got.
Why don't you drop down and pop back up, or pop off and pop back on and see if it fixes your frozen. Okay, he's gone. All right. I didn't realize he was going to leave the entire stream, but all right. I do have a few things. So, yes, I have a lot of political stuff on my thing. But first and foremost, another exciting partnership coming. And we would like to shout out Risk and let everybody know about that. Fear and Greed just printed at 5 o'clock PST today, coming in at 17. 17.
I mean, that's pretty bullish.
Yeah. Some bullish news right here. Breaking, Semler Scientific just bought another 6 million in Bitcoin. They have also filed to raise 150 million more to buy Bitcoin.
You know who else is buying Bitcoin?
Michael Saylor.
El Salvador. Nayib Bukele.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely always.
And think about it. The whole world was teasing him. Like, y'all are stupid. You're doing such crazy stuff with your economy. You're going to be ruined your entire country. And then look at them, dude. Right. They're diamond handsing the crap out of this Bitcoin. Their economy's grown like 4x.
So mass liquidation madness. 1.15 billion in leveraged crypto positions annihilated as market nosedives.
Sheesh.
And this is the one that John was talking about, 1.4 trillion. But everybody keeps posting this, and it's the same screenshot from somebody else that posted this morning. So 1.8 is probably the updated version. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I did want to go into this, though. This is John's buddy right here. He loves him. Okay. So this is Mario Nawfal.
Yeah. He's one of the many, many, many accounts I have muted on my side.
Right. So why Japan and crypto markets are so tied. And this is a very good take. This is what I was talking about. That's why I keep saying the Asians woke up and decided to offload some of their yen. Okay, so basically the yen has been so cheap lately for whatever, they've been at zero for like the past 15 years or something like that. So people go in and they take loans out in the yen because the interest is so low. And then they take that and they put that in more high risk assets like the Japanese stock market or Bitcoin or other places, you know, Forex around the world. And then all of a sudden, the yen started showing all this strength. Remember the other day when we went through the Dixie and we looked at the yen and how it was just skyrocketing against the dollar. Well, now that it's getting so strong, everybody's dumping all their assets and getting back into the yen because it's pumping. You know what I mean? And then, but I think it's pumped so much now that everybody's comfortable to take that profit and start pushing it back in to more risk assets. So the way he breaks it down is Bank of Japan's rate has strengthened the yen, sparking a global unwinding of carrier trades. Carrier trades involve borrowing in low-yielding currencies like the yen to invest in higher-yielding assets, including cryptocurrencies. The strong yen has led investors to sell off these assets, causing a significant drop in crypto prices. This shift exacerbated by Japan's high debt levels, raising concerns about global financial stability and triggering broader market volatility. Okay, and then he cites CoinDesk, ABM Crypto, and EBC Crypto Group. So that's basically what they're talking about. And as a matter of fact, let's just take a look. Did I not? Am I not on? Let's go to Forex. Here we go. So as you can see, the yen today is starting to fall. So this is today, Tuesday, August 6th. And this could only be for one reason, because people are selling out of the yen. See how far away from the 21 that is? And you can see that we're really high. We're really oversold on the momentum. Even the RSI is into the oversold or overbought territory. You know what I mean? Momentum is overbought territory. And it would not surprise me if we start to fall to come back. The 21 is going to come up. It's probably going to cross the 200. And we're going to start to fall and come back and touch that as Japan or people that are in the yen start to sell off and get back into more risky assets or get into the dollar. Okay. Because if we invert, if we look at the Dixie, it's kind of like how everybody looks at the Dixie. And you know, if the Dixie is pumping, it's usually correlated. When the Dixie goes down, Bitcoin goes up. You know what I mean? Or when the Dixie gets strong, Bitcoin starts to fall. And as you can see, we've been falling. But this is against the basket of assets. So, but if we bring up, so what do we bring up? USD, yen, go to Forex. Is there a way? There's got to be a way to swap that yen USD Forex. And how do we? Oops! Why does it keep doing that? Get off of auto. Oh, I hate it when it freaking does this. 12 there. Not. Why does it keep flattening out like that? Apparently, it does not want to freaking cooperate. There we go. So there's got to be a way to swap. All right, we're not going to go through it right now, but there's got to be a way to swap that to invert the prices. Auto invert scale. No, either way. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, about the yen. So the yen starting to lose, and then it going back in to like the dollar and everything like that. So I can't believe it won't show me the opposite though. The US dollar versus the yen. Only this way. And I know there's a way to flip these. I just don't know how to do it. Either way. So let's go back. The fear and greed. So another thing is the Taiwan index dumped 8% today. So that's not helping anything.
I think it just keeps going down because you got all those Chinese fighter planes and stuff being positioned around it.
Well, I mean, maybe, but that's been going on for freaking decades, bro.
I know, but lately,
more so lately. Yeah, more so lately. But I would more correlate it to the fact that every market around the world is dumping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got Japan dumping, then Taiwan dumping. You know what I mean?
But I mean, I think, you know, if I was a foreign person that had money in that market, I might take it out. Riskier,
right. Well, just I mean, we got the U.S. stock market's dumping, everybody's dumping. You know what I mean? They're afraid of a global recession. This right here from Rex Capital is very interesting. So he says Bitcoin has collapsed, sinking to price levels last seen in February of 24. Finally, the sell side volume has reached and even dramatically eclipsed seller exhaustion levels seen at previous price reversals to the upside. Red box for volume. Okay. So basically these green boxes right here are your seller, are the
buyers,
the seller exhaustion levels. You know what I mean? And you can see that the price has spiked down through it, saying that everybody's exhausted. There's, nobody's selling anymore. You know what I mean? In fact, Bitcoin hasn't seen this level of sell side volume since the halving in mid-April. And you can see, let me bring that up a little more. And you can see that right here. So boom, this would be the mid-April sell right here, which that doesn't make sense because this is more of a sell-off than that right there. But
yeah.
And then he says, Bitcoin is finding some initial support at the range low of the reaccumulation range. However, sell side volume hasn't yet reached seller exhaustion levels seen at previous price reversals to the upside. Red box. And this is the previous tweet. So he put out this tweet right here. And then this is the tweet. So that was on August 4th, the one I just showed you. And then this one is from today. And we have now exceeded that seller exhaustion level, according to Rec Capital. So, and I think that is it. So Santaman says crypto's largest dip since the widely documented November 2022 FTX collapse has been met with recognition, but not at the level expected for a 2-year milestone. Consider this a positive sign as fear has crept in enough for traders to hesitate on opening their wallets. Then it's got the chart right here. So what is this? 24, 5%, 9%, 4%, 15% on this latest. But the overall dip was like 29%. Then this is what this was actually earlier, experiencing outages. All the major Fidelity E-Trade, you know what I mean? This is what I want to show everybody, though. So I actually have to stop sharing my screen because I want you to listen to this.
I was going to say, Viva retweeted that, and then he said, LOL outages.
Right. I think that's where I caught it from. But then I got the I bookmarked the original. So this right here is Raoul Paul.
Tell me, when
you guys know him, you love him.
Starts? I kind of think we actually
some beautiful words of encouragement for everybody right now that everybody needs to hear.
So where are we in markets right now? We're just in the boring zone. Boring zone is that post-halving transition from crypto spring to crypto summer where everything just chops around for a bit. Those of you who are over trading, which is most of you fuckers, get chopped around. Oh, this is the worst thing ever. The market's gone down and then it's gone back up. I don't want to chase this and I want to chase that. And oh my God.
Stop it. Get some help.
I keep trying to explain the don't fuck this up thesis is to not do that. It's just to own your major tokens. You've got some stuff in speculative stuff. Just stop trading. Because over time, because the adoption effects of the technology, we'll do well. So the boring zone finishes at some point, and then we transition to the banana zone, which is the full crypto summer and crypto fall. And I would like you guys in the comments section to tell me, when do you think the banana zone starts? I kind of think we actually started. So I would say it really starts becoming obvious in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, so this was
so where are we?
He posted this on the 3rd, right before the crash.
Yeah, the next couple of weeks.
But he's saying the next couple of weeks. And I mean, we could be at the tip of the banana right now.
The bottom tip.
The bottom tip.
Yeah.
And then we take it all the way to the top.
Yeah. Well.
So.
Yep.
This is from the other day on the 2nd. MicroStrategy buys 169 Bitcoin for 11.4 million. Man, if they'd only waited a couple days, right?
Yeah. They don't care. They don't care. He'll buy the top forever, he said.
Oh, this one was funny right here. This is kind of funny. He's just talking out his ass.
Bitcoin. They think it's good. Who knows? Maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand them a little crypto check, right? We'll hand them a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion. But how do you... They think it's good. Who knows? Maybe we'll pay off.
We wipe out our 35 trillion. We'll just hand them a little Bitcoin, even though the market cap's only 1.2 trillion. We'll wipe out our 35 trillion.
They think it's good. Who knows? Maybe we'll pay
off. He's got no fucking clue. He just says the words.
He just says random shit, bro.
Well, dude, okay, so like this was a thing. Somebody was saying something. I can't remember what it was that they were saying, but then I got into it with somebody a little bit. I was like, and you think Trump can say like a full sentence that like makes sense? And this guy was like, of course he can. He makes full sentences like for adults. And then I was just thinking of every time I've ever heard him talk, he says like he changes what he's saying, but there's never like a clear direction. He's just like theatrical. He just plays off of the emotions of everybody that's around him at the time. He never says anything.
Because it's a presentation, bro.
Yeah. No, I get that.
You don't create a multi-billion-dollar company without being able to speak in full sentences. I'm sorry.
Well,
you don't build.
Yeah.
Because he's that star, that freaking the movie star, the freaking playboy, he's the person everybody loved until 2015.
Yeah. No,
2015 is when he became the Antichrist.
I agree, but I think that the whole thing is like, I don't know. I just don't think that I don't think either option is the most capable person in the entire country to run our country. I just think it's
Of course not.
You know what I mean?
Of
So I
course
mean, like
not.
when people
But
are like,
remember how fun it was?
yeah,
Remember how fun it was when Trump was president, though? Come on, bro. The daily tweets, the freaking press conferences, the
How
fucking
fun.
media losing their mind. You know what I mean?
exciting.
It was exciting.
Yeah.
It was like watching a soap opera every day. It was like watching.
Dramatic again.
What's that?
Let's make America dramatic again.
Hey, no new wars, Abraham Accords, ended ISIS, had an actual plan to retreat from Afghanistan, not give over Bagram Air Base and $85 billion worth of, high-tech equipment to the Taliban. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
I get it. I just
Only president in my lifetime to not start a war in some shape or form. He inherited wars, but to not start.
We've actively been in like 22 plus wars for the last
right,
my whole life.
Right. And the cadaver we have now, like, I didn't start. Well, right. Well, the cadaver's handlers. I'm just saying the cadaver we have now, like, we haven't started any new wars. Like, Ukraine.
Yeah,
you know
but that's them, right? That's the whole thing.
Is it
them?
Is it really?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, Taiwan and Ukraine. Okay, so we're gonna stop this conversation and end the stream right now. But Taiwan and Ukraine are both examples of proxy wars. Like, none of those major countries want to have wars in their backyard, so they're just like, we're just gonna fight over there or inspire. Even the Middle East, it's like we're gonna fund.
Taiwan and Ukraine are totally different.
I would say
Taiwan and Ukraine are totally different.
Middle East.
First of all, there's no war in Taiwan yet.
Yeah.
And we've always supported a one China policy. Publicly we've supported a one China policy, but also saying that Taiwan is a separate nation and China sees Taiwan as China. That's totally different.
Well,
Ukraine
is
Russia does see Ukraine as but that's not why they went into Ukraine. They went into Ukraine because we keep amassing this extreme military force on the border of Russia. And we told them time and time again that we will not allow Ukraine into NATO. We will not keep encroaching east towards Russia. And we keep doing it and we keep doing it. And Ukraine is essentially
trying to join NATO.
An extension. It's an extension of the United States. Prior to the Ukraine war, bro, Ukraine was the most corrupt country in Europe. Once Russia invaded Ukraine, then it changed in Ukraine, and everybody was like, "Oh, Ukraine, look, it's a bastion of hope and this and that and whatever." But no, Ukraine is extremely corrupt. Extremely. Yeah. They're just an extension. It is a proxy war, yes. 100%.
Yeah, it said Ukraine faced a period of rather violent corruption in the 90s. And they've had and early 2000s, and they've had problems.
We helped overthrow their government and install Zelensky.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. That is correct, Jay Coco. War has to be approved by Congress. We have not been in an actual war since World War II. Yes. Like Vietnam was a police action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they said, it's a police action. Korea was whatever, a police action, humanitarian aid or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. But I mean, whether it's deemed a war by Congress or not, it's still war. You know what I mean? We went into Afghanistan. We went into Iraq. You know, we are essentially in Ukraine. We may not have physical troops on the ground, but it's our tech, our weapons, our satellites,
that we sent the money to be able to achieve.
Right.
That all the congressmen and senators are invested in Lockheed Martin and Raytheon.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. Anyways.
The industrial complex, the freaking war machine is the biggest money maker we have. It's probably, I wouldn't be surprised if that's our greatest GDP is exporting war.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyways,
those are all wars. Yep.
That is how we're going to end the show today. So go out, touch grass, don't start any wars in your personal life, and make sure that you have a bag of some crypto just in case. And if you have any dry powder, pick up a bag of the things you have conviction in. If this kind of a dip is enough to break your conviction and have you sell the bottom, you're investing in the wrong things. You don't have enough conviction. You need to have conviction in something. Grow a pair of some conviction. Yeah.
Oh, and this is just the first of many through the rest of this cycle. We should have looked at that. You want me to look at that real quick? Or do you want to end the stream?
Look at what?
The corrections. Like last cycle, we had multiple 30 to 40% corrections.
Yeah. Throw that up real quick and then we'll peace out.
Let's look at that real quick. Like I said, this is the biggest correction of this cycle. So actually, let's go out to.
Throw it up here. You're sharing the wrong screen first.
I'm not sharing. Okay, hold on. BTC USD.
Big love, J Coco. You're one of our favorites. You know that.
Let me get this first.
We appreciate all the support.
Okay. Let's just get a blank screen. What else is open right there? Oh, the CME. Why won't it let me see the rest of those? Oh, of course. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of everything. And let's expand the screen. Let's go to the log. And hopefully we are on the daily. Okay. So this is last cycle right here. First top, second top, right? Let's do, oh, I guess I can't do that on full screen, huh? Where is my, there we go. Okay, let's get the measuring stick out. Last cycle. So this is March 2020. Let's measure this move right here. Boom. There's a 20% dip right there. %16 dip right there. %28 dip right before we went to the top right there. %25 dip. You know, why aren't we on the, we should be on the weekly. That'd be easier, right? My bad, guys. Hold on. Oh, no, I guess it won't show on the weekly. But you guys kind of get the point of where I'm going at here. Where are we at? 23. Let's go. All right. That's where we at. Okay. So March of 21, wick to wick, 26% correction. Right here, January of 21, 30% correction. We already did March. Oh no, February. Damn it. February of 21. 26% correction. April of 21, their first all-time high. Look at that, 27% correction. Then we go into the summer and we get a massive correction of 50%. And then it starts to run up and say, we'll go from here. This is September of 21. So the month of September, 13 bars, 25% correction. And then we get right before the top, October of 21. Look at that, another 16% correction over multiple days. So this is nothing. You know what I mean? This is the first major one. Let's go forward. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. You know, what's this? This is January. 20% correction. What's this? March. 16%. %. 25, nope. 25%. And then today's, or well, this week's. 29%. So it's going to continue. It's going to continue to go. Corrections, you're going to just have to deal with them. And this is the biggest one. Is it over?
You take profit, you take profit, and then you buy the dip with it until we get closer to the end of the cycle. Right.
So we're going to have multiple more corrections. They say that there's like 5 or 7 big moves per cycle, or I don't know, something like that, of when you need to be in it. You know, and those moves would be like from here, you know, like this move, you know, 82%, you know, so a move like this, you know, 30%. And then we can only imagine what this move is going to be like. Even if we just go back, to 70K, that's a 40% move. If we go to all-time high, that's a 48% move. You know what I mean? So don't trip, buy the dip. Yep. If you got powder. If not, just hodl. It's going to be okay.
100%. But thank you guys for joining us tonight. Now you know about some of our giveaways we're doing on the Mint. And we're excited because tomorrow we're going to have Crasher on, and they have a really cool product and project that we're going to be talking about them with. And so, yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Peace.